Students Change Hunger is back this year, 2023, 105 point. No, I'm going to start over right there. And then we have two dogs, and if they start barking in the background, I may just keep going right through it. I'm actually in my dining room with a green sheet over my dining room cabinet.
Oh, great. Well, I have a dog behind me too. So if the mailman comes, we're in
Yeah,
trouble.
I know the feeling. He usually doesn't come till 4 o'clock though here, but yeah, they
Yeah,
like to
mine's
announce
usually
his.
11:30 to 12. So we'll see.
Our dog likes to announce the presence of the mailman. Maybe they're expecting something. I don't know.
Exactly.
Students Change Hunger back for 2023 here at 105.5 WDHA. And my guest is Renee Helfenstein. She is the Senior Director of Special Events and Community Outreach for the Community Food Bank of New Jersey. Renee, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, and thank you, Jim.
You're welcome. Tell our DHA listeners about Neighbors Helping Neighbors.
Absolutely. Neighbors Helping Neighbors is our community-based joint effort from the Community Food Bank of New Jersey to help spread awareness about food insecurity and help raise funds. It's the funds and food that we need to provide food, help, and hope to our neighbors in need. And we call this a joint effort because we need you, each of our listeners here today and viewers, to participate in efforts and do what you can to raise funds, donate food, and share your voice. There's so many ways to go about participating. There's food drives, there's virtual food drives. You do an online food drive. There's, special fundraisers, and there's special kit packing parties.
Yeah, that I just noticed that here. What is that? That sounds very cool.
So during COVID, to throw it back a couple of years, we had a lot of donors and corporate partners and organizations that were like, hey, I know you're not letting us in the warehouse to help and volunteer, but what can we do? So we created this effort that is something you can do at home. You go out, you buy some food or diapers, and you put together special kits that we can then distribute to our neighbors. So some examples might be a college meal food box or a holiday dinner box, or like I mentioned, diapers, like a diaper drive contribution.
You mentioned college students, and they're very, very much affected by food insecurity. I think sometimes we either overlook it or we take it for granted that, yeah, they're okay, when in fact they're probably as high risk for food insecurity as anybody else. And here in Morris County, there are a number of colleges in the area that are affected by this.
Yes, and college hunger is kind of hidden, and we have started to shine a light on that over the past few years. We have, I believe, don't quote me, but I believe it's over 15 pantries on college campuses, and it's an incredible program. I mean, think about it. People are coming out of families that are struggling at home, and now they're 18. They no longer have free or reduced lunches from school, and their families aren't necessarily supporting them through college. And now they've got to figure out how to feed themselves too. So it really is of urgent need and importance to support our college students so that they can get a real foot on the ground and launch themselves into a career and hopefully not have to face this as they enter adulthood.
You mentioned various ways that WDHA listeners can get involved. What are some of the more unique food drives or fundraisers that you've seen, Renee?
So that's a great question. Some unique opportunities include, just a celebration of some sort, right? So you're celebrating a birthday, you're celebrating a milestone. Instead of having people bring gifts, ask them to contribute to a fundraiser. That's something really easy that people can do. Other things are, in relation, a dinner party, right? Instead of bringing a bottle of wine to your host, have some sort of food drive or a virtual fundraiser page where people can contribute. Other unique ideas are programs that we're running now and have the opportunity for small businesses to participate. There's a Bake for Good program. So small bakeries are choosing, one day or 1 week where a percentage of proceeds come to the food bank. We have restaurants in the month of November in particular that are, the proceeds from a dessert are coming to the food bank, or the proceeds, from a special drink, or a percentage of proceeds from the dinner. So those are also great opportunities. Visit our website, cfbnj.org. You can always make a donation in general. You can volunteer with us, or you can visit our events pages and learn about these opportunities and go visit these bakeries and restaurants and enjoy some experiences where you're making a difference.
Speaking of financial donations, I can't think of an organization that knows how to stretch a dollar better than the Community Food Bank of New Jersey. You do an amazing job with that.
Yeah, that's one of the things we pride ourselves on, right? Every dollar equals 3 meals, and that is because of our purchasing power, right? And as well as our donations, right? We get food donations from individuals, but also from corporations and food, manufacturers directly. So because of that, every dollar equals 3 meals. So please share your treasures and make a difference today.
And you can find out more on their website, cfbnj.org. Renee Helfenstein, Senior Director of Special Events and Community Outreach for the Community Food Bank of New Jersey. Thanks for your time on Students Change Hunger Week, and best of luck with this year's campaign.
Thanks so much, Jim, and thanks for having me.